So we're asked a lot by our customers, what is dosha? I would like to point out you are not your dosha. You have a propensity to a specific dosha imbalance, and that's actually what dosha means. It's an imbalance, it's a fault. So some of us have a Vata dosha, which is basically the quality of air and ether. These are people who are very, like the air, very dry. They are very fast moving. They talk fast, they walk fast, they think fast, they spend fast, but they like to spend on people they love. They're very kind-natured, big-hearted people and very creative people. But when they have this dosha imbalance, the propensity is to have dry skin, dry hair, to have trouble with their joints. These are the people who might suffer from arthritis and issues like that. Now, what they need to do is very typical of a Vata person to want to run to the gym and, do a HIIT class. But when they are out of balance, that's probably the last thing they should do because they are already too fast. So these people then want to get into a yoga class and do some meditation, maybe Pilates, maybe go out for a nice long walk, and stick to foods that are quite nourishing and warming foods. Then you have people who have a elemental air energy of fire and water. These are people we call Pitta characteristics. Again, as I say, you are not a Pitta person, you have a propensity to a Pitta imbalance. So these are people who might get overly heated and get very, they'll sweat a lot. They'll become quite irritable all of a sudden. Their skin can be quite sensitive. But they're incredibly sharp, bright people, ambitious people who get the job done. Like, effortlessly. To other people it looks like, how did they do that? But they just do it. When they're out of balance, they may not have compassion for people who can't just do it because they set the bar very, very high. So a good thing for them is to eat cooling foods. Now you can have mint tea, which is a hot tea, but it's still a cooling tea. So that's what we mean by cooling. These people would be good to do group sports because they can be quite me, like it's a personal pursuit for their ambition. But if they do team sports and team activities, it makes them feel more compassion for others in their team and also remind them that they're not alone because they are actually the hardest on themselves. Then you have people who are of a Kapha nature, or again, Kapha imbalance. These are people who are very kind, compassionate people. Like elephants, they never forget, but they might take longer to learn. They will forgive all their friends for anything, but they will not forget what's been done to them. Now, these people, really good to do tasks that need concentration, and they are the people in the group who will, because they're the energy of water and earth, they are the glue that binds the team. So very kind people who want to keep everything ticking and comfortable, but when they're in balance, they can become quite lethargic and lacking in the drive to want to do anything. They can also become quite depressed. Now, all of us feel a bit more Kapha energy in winter, all of us, because the nights are long and we're tired. So this is when we want to go for more of a Kapha diet, and we want to do things like swimming, which build endurance, or long walks, and maybe a run, a gentle run, because we need to build that endurance. Even types of yoga are really good for that. But it's just recognizing it in yourself. Look at our website for our quiz. You'll learn a lot more there. And keep following us for more tips as the months go by. But celebrate your difference. If you've got a Kapha in your family, enjoy the fact that they're different to you and enjoy your brilliance, but just keep it in check.